Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Abigail Karmalim bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. On 26 and 27 May, the 23rd meeting of the CIMAC-NAC Mesoamerica area took place online, involving the heads of Salesian schools in Central America, Mexico, the Antilles and North America. The meeting was attended by 29 participants, all responsible for the schools run by the Salesians, the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians and the Daughters of the Divine Savior. In the large group of participants, 14 provinces from 13 different countries were represented. The opening message of the meeting was presented by Father Filiberto Gonzalez Plasencia, Superior of the Salesian Province of Mexico, Guadalajara, MEG, who urged those present to always look for new ways to update Don Bosco's preventive system and thus respond to the needs of today's young people. The meeting was also attended by the referents of the Salesian School in America, ESA in Spanish, respectively Sister Yvonne Gollard, collaborator of the Youth Pastoral Sector of the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians, and Don Claudio Cartes of the Dicastery for Salesian Youth Pastoral Care. Both presented the identity card of the Salesian schools prepared by the ESA Central Commission. With the 10th seat video is completed the series of subsidies offered in recent months to encourage the reading and sharing of young Salesians and accompaniment guidelines and directives GSA. In this last message, the Rector Major Don Angel Fernandez Artime and the General Counsel for Training Father Ivo Cielho, together with Christopher, Wellington, Carl, Ignatius, young post-novices, trainees and students of theology, who together with many of their companions made it possible to realize this and previous video messages. Exactly 60 years ago, on June 11, 1961, the ceremony of laying the first stone of the Temple Don Bosco in Castel Nuovo Don Bosco took place on the place where the Saint of the Young was born. The stone was blessed and placed by the then Archbishop of Turin, Cardinal Morelio Fossati. It was the beginning of the works that led from there to a few years to see soaring on the Colle Don Bosco among hills, vineyards and hazelnuts what today is a vast and imposing basilica. The basilica, which became so on April 12, 2010 by the will of Pope Benedict XVI, consists of two overlapping churches and was designed by Inea Rocca, is built by Giuseppe Pestura and his sons. It was built where the Cascina Biglione stood, of which Don Bosco's father Francisco was a sharecropper. The Bosco family lived in the farmhouse and Giovanni Bosco was born there on August 16, 1815. On June 10, on the eve of the Feast of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, Don Angel Fernandez Artime, Rector Major, with the consent of the General Council, appointed Don Leader Justiniano Flores as the 15th Superior of the Province, Madonna de Copacabana of Bolivia, BOL, for the 2021-2027 sessionio. Born in Buen Retiro, Ichuelo, Santa Cruz, Bolivia on April 15, 1982, he speaks Spanish and Italian. He issued his first profession in 2004 in Cochabamba and the perpetual profession in Rome on October 29, 2010. Since 2013, he has held numerous positions in the community of Cochabamba. From 2013 to 2016, he was a counselor in the former post-novitiate of Fatima. In December 2016, he was then director of the Colegio Don Bosco in Quinta Nisha, position held until February 2019, the date on which he began his new position as director of the Montero Muyurina community in Santa Cruz. On December 4, 2020, also in the province of Bolivia, he was appointed provincial advisor and on February 1, 2021, provincial delegate for the Salesian family. The Youth Ministry of the Salesian Province of Slovenia, SLO, organized an annual formation meeting for Salesians from 6 to 8 June. The event took place in person at the Salesian House in Vrhj after a long period of social distancing caused by the pandemic. The meeting was attended by Father Damir Stojic, SDB from Croatia, who spoke about education to love in today's pastoral context, and Dr. Tomas Erzar, therapist and psychologist for families from the Faculty of Theology of Ljubljana, who addressed the theme of educational communication and personal integration. Subsequently, the Salesians shared their views on how to behave and approach the young people of today. The meeting of young communicators from the Ecuadorian province ECU was held digitally on 28 May with the aim of strengthening the network of journalists and communicators of the country's various Salesian works. Over 270 participants set themselves the goal of creating better criteria and skills for content on social networks, amalgamating them with the Salesian charism. The event began with the welcome and animation of Tatiano Capello, Delegate for Social Communication of the ECU province, followed by Father Francisco Sanchez, ECU Provincial, who motivated the participants to consider communication as a fundamental and transversal axis of life. Father Javier Balente, Delegate for Social Communication of Spain, proposed the educational and evangelizing sense of digital communication and the care of the institutional, evangelical and pastoral image as a central theme. Furthermore, he invited young communicators to always work with constructive intention at the service of the truth with a style of communication like Don Bosco's, guided by loving kindness. The second part of the meeting was led by the young influencer Marco Guadalupe and ended with a question and answer session. The past pupils of the Salesian school Don Bosco Lelua of Howrah, belonging to the Salesian province of Kolkata INC, have organized a center for the administration of the vaccine against COVID-19 at the institute campus. By the imposition of hands and the consecratory prayer of Monsignor Hilario Moser, SDB, Bishop Emeritus of Tubarrio Salesian Magno Fonzar, Albuquerque, was ordained a priest on 22nd May. The ceremony was concelebrated by Ernesto Piccinini, Salesian Sao Paulo Provincial BSP. On June 12 is the World Day Against Child Labour. The United Nations Agencies for Work and Children are sounding the alarm for the increase in child labour detected in 2020. Over 160 million children in the world spend their days at work. 70% of these children are exploited in the agricultural sector, 20% in services and 10% in factories. 28% of these young workers no longer go to school. In every part of the world, Salesians will never tire of asking for the rights of minors to be respected, with the awareness that education is and remains the key so that children are not exploited and can be the protagonists of their future. The Spanish Salesian NGO Bosco Global, with the support of the municipality of Malaga, has started a project in Cara that provides assistance and formation for the future of 183 young people at risk of social exclusion. Don Bosco Navajivan Vishakhapatnam organized an awareness camp on COVID-19 precautions for the migrant workers in Tatti Chetlapalam. Father Salih bin Balashori, the director, spoke to the migrants on the need for wearing the mask, regular hand wash and social distancing. He further explained the symptoms of COVID-19, home quarantine and vaccination using posters published by Navajivan. After the awareness camp, 150 migrant families received provision kits and toiletries. Father Balashori had the community leaders, youth representative, local volunteers and Navajivan staff reach out and educate the migrants. So viewers, with that we have come to the end of today's edition. Thank you for joining us.